Welcome, Saints Nation. Thank you for bearing with us as we took a little bit to get started here, but Buffalo's got everything underway now, so we are good to go. Hopping into Game 1 in this very first preseason game of the FaceIT Collegiate Championships. My name is Dan Banner, going to be your host once again here for this matchup. First time St. Clair gets to play the University of Buffalo of all time, I think. If we've played before, it's been a long time. So looking forward to seeing how this game turns out. As on the right-hand side here, the bands are currently underway. Map number 1 is going to be the Thorn from St. Clair's side from yesterday. We're going to be going to Oregon for Game 1. Maybe with matchup with University of Akron. Maybe St. Clair's got themselves a good strategy, a bit of a warm-up on a map that they normally do not get to play on. And it should be a interesting one as well. This matchup that we're seeing here today, other than it being with University of Buffalo instead, is basically the reverse in regards to map order. And we have, of course, Oregon's going to be first. We have Cafe for number 2. And Game 3, Coastline. So complete opposites as we hop into the game. Of course, big thank you to the sponsors that make Saints Gaming possible. Of course, St. Clair College Alumni Association, Student Representative Council, Zekelman School of Business and IT, EC Outlet, and Tim Hortons. Thank you so much for your support of the program. Would not be able to do without you.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Activating camera. All secured. Camera feed up and running.
Evil eye on watching.
You can start firing on grenades. Please device. You guys are firing on grenades now.
Starting lineup for these teams for the side of University of Buffalo, who will be starting on attack. We have Civ Kerman currently on the ace, looking like he's going to be the art diffuser carrier as well. We have Grim Facade, Jason Momoa's hitbox,
Locate a bomb and defuse.
Locky, and Zemezi on the side of Buffalo. Meanwhile, on the side of St. Clair, the same squad you saw yesterday. We have Kira, we have JM Beast, Rapid, Big Papa, and Domo Cookie Bear as we get underway with this very first attack.
I see it.
Bomb located by attackers.
Of course, because we've never gotten the chance to see the University of Buffalo in action. Not exactly sure how their skill level is in regards to seeds or anything like that. We'll have to see how this goes. It's going to be Locky going to even this one up pretty quick. Domo got a quick kill, but at least gets traded out here for this side of Buffalo. Rapid meeting Grim Facade with a shotgun. Locky's going to be thinking twice about jumping into that room, that's for sure. Getting ops go towards the front doors. Shots fired. It's going to be Kerman from the left-hand side. Jason Momoa's hitbox not too far away as well. I got to figure out a short form for that one. Otherwise, it's going to be a long day. Kerman going to be droning out as Locky starts moving in ever so slightly. And hitbox here going to be trying to get some extra poke from the side. Rapid getting a tiny bit of damage, but nothing too crazy. Just over a minute left here in this very first round. Buffalo going to be moving forward momentarily, I would assume. Definitely have to get something started. There may be a player down, but that's not too bad in this situation.
Activating summer sequence.
You see Kerman blowing a hole through that reinforced wall. That could be their ticket out of here. Gonna have to see as this goes on. Jason Momoa's hitbox near the B side. Meanwhile, it's going to be now for Locke. He moves forward. He's just going to fire off that breaching round right at one of the Saints players. Try and catch him on the flank around. Shots fired. That's going to be killed by Big Papa. Kira going to get traded out pretty quickly, however. It's down to Hitbox and Kerman. Kerman nearly having an angle. Hitbox spots one of the members of St. Clair and is not going to win that gunfight, as that is going to be JM Beast getting the jump onto Hitbox. It's all down to one player. However, he's coming in, jumping through that hole and spraying and praying. It's a 1v1. Kerman versus Big Papa. Buffalo somehow spinning this around. They're going to have to force the plant. It's just a matter of time before Big Papa finds them, and sure enough, is going to light them up before that diffuser goes down. Kerman's not going to have any chance to retaliate. And St. Clair going to start off strong. Not a bad start so far for St. Clair, of course, going up 1-0 after that very first round. Granted, big props to Buffalo as they're able to bring that, was a 1v3 all the way down to the last 1v1, but they kind of just ran out of time near the end there. And we're already seeing the 6th pick into the clash here from JM Beast. This was a last-second niche pick that he tried up against Akron during the match last night. And it was doing okay, but we only really got to see it on one instance. And a little bit of execution error caused that play to go awry. But they did have the morning and the early afternoon here to prep and maybe give this clash another shot here. Meanwhile, everyone else on the Saints squad on some pretty comfortable picks, it seems. As we get on with the attack, and we got shots fired. Somebody's jumping out the building. Facade nearly going down. That's going to be a little bit scary there for Facade's IQ. Try and drone after the fact. However, they're not careful. Just catch you while you're droning. Hitbox from the rooftops. Meanwhile, everybody else seems to be on the ground floor here for the University of Buffalo. They do see the clash. That's what they're trying to deal with right now. Zamazi going to be trying to get something started. That's going to be a huge nitro cell coming out here from Domo, as he's going to put a ton of damage onto Zamezi and secure the kill onto Locky. Now, as Zamezi was looking to try and make a play with the Nomad charges, Domo's just going to run out there and finish him off. So some aggressive plays coming out here from Domo to really jumpstart the St. Clair defense, as there's a 3v5 and Facade's so low, like blow over at the slightest impact of a bullet. Seems like Buffalo waiting for Jason Momoa's hitbox to slowly get his way into position, possibly give them an opening, maybe another angle to try and deal with this clash here from JM Beast. Yeah, he's just an absolute wall here for that door. And they seem pretty dead set on coming through here, so it would be a quick shortcut into the site, but they might have to think of something different. Kerman finally moving around here. He was standing pretty still for a while. Rapid going to shut down Hitbox. So if they were waiting for Hitbox to try and make some sort of opening for them, some sort of play, well, that is not going to be happening. Looks like we're going to catch JM Beast moving back a little bit, however, as he moves up to the next floor. It's going to be their chance to try and blow through this doorway finally. We see the ace charges coming through, but from the rooftops. Hello, Domo getting himself, I think, 4 out of the 5 kills in that round. Beautifully done from him and the rest of the Saints squad. Really catching Buffalo with their pants down, just not sure what the heck to do in that situation. Completely mind-boggled by the clash, could not get around it to the point where Domo had all the time in the world to just do whatever he wanted. Now, during the match versus Akron that we saw yesterday here on Oregon, it was basically just constantly bouncing between the kids' room and the laundry room as the 2 defensive sites that players were taking, but that one was also a very back and forth battle to the point where, like, the defense wasn't as not one-sided, but they didn't win so many times in a row, so they were able to go back to the sites they like. This time, we're going to the meeting rooms. The first time we've seen Saints hold this site. Curious how they're going to pull this one off. In regards of operators, it's pretty well the same, except JM Beast back on that comfort pick, back on that Maestro. Sure, we'll see those turrets come down a moment's notice.
Deploying razor wire.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds remaining.
See my evil eye.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Now, in that last round, Facade got kind of caught out by a part of a run out as well. And he does actually see Domo going forward. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And there is going to be no shame here for Facade. Catching Domo with the aggressive push. Good adjustment.
Bomb located by attack.
Buffalo trying to go through the windows. It's going to be Zemezi moving forward first. Going to be taking the stairwell here in this tower. The drone out Sermon. Okay, gonna get moving slowly down the hatch. Gonna take out the camera real fast and then start setting themselves up here for this attack. Not too far away from the site itself. Bit of an awkward angle to try and get at. Saints members are, of course, hereby ready for the defense. The ace charges coming out here from Kerman as well.
Reaching with
Gonna possibly give 2 angles of attack here onto the site. Nomad charges in place here from Zemezi, looking for any flankers. However, the extremely aggressive one, which was of course Domo, got taken out extremely quick in that run-out attempts gone wrong, where Facade shut him down.
Bomb has been located.
Minute left on the clock. This one could get messy. Let's see how confident play from Buffalo is. Here guarding the hatches. JMB's on the same duty. Rapid ready with that SMG. And I'll get to see Hitbox leading them in with the drone. Does spot out one of them. Kermit going to be the first one in, actually. Shots fired. Going to trade 1-for-1 with Facade. More shots fired, however, from the stairwell, from the basement. That one's going to be Big Papa securing that one. And Rapid in the best way that Rapid knows. Shotgun to the face. JMB's going to be going down, though. Zemezi takes him out. Diffuser is down on site. It's going to be Hitbox picking it up. Tries to win the gunfight. Not going to happen. Rapid's there for the shotgun. Blasts him. Is going to be traded out. Zemezi does manage to take down Rapid, but Big Papa coming in clutch to clean that one up. A scary little defense last second there from St. Clair. That was definitely a doable attack from Buffalo. had they got themselves a couple, or had that gunfight went a different way, they would have won that one before the timer went out. If anything, I feel like St. Clair possibly could have gotten away with being more defensive and just letting the timer expire. But at the end of the day, they took care of that one nonetheless. Now, as much as I would have popped off to see a Warden, we're probably not going to see that get locked in here from JMB's. Unfortunately, Warden just not the most useful of operators here. But because of that, that also means that Tomo, in his aggressive nature, bringing out Seymour's favorite operator. You've got the Cavi coming out in this round. Normally not seeing competitive play unless you know that you're confident in your ability. The idea with Cavi is that you don't necessarily take people out, but you put them into a knockdown state. Then you can go up there and you can interrogate them, which in turn will eventually eliminate the player that you're interrogating. But two, it also exposes the location of everybody on the opposing team. Then you can just follow up from there. But it is pretty high risk, high reward. It is very scary play to try and make for a competitive match here. So I'm definitely going to be looking forward to seeing what he tries to pull off on this defense. You know, Fasad's going to be looking for those runouts. Looking for Domo, is still in the stairwell. Not going to be trying anything super aggressive this time. Hitbox blowing through a front door. That may be their entry this time by. Domo and Kira are going to be teaming up, actually, it looks like here. Possibly the duo looking to make themselves an aggressive play. Actually going back down towards the basement, so thinking otherwise on it. But the duo roamers, an interesting little style here from St. Clair. Good little angle there for Rapid in case somebody starts going through the window. Domo sneaking around. He's got Jambeast nearby for backup. He's going to actually take a peek, but nobody home. They're actually right around the wall, so not this time for JM. Still has a camera available. Going to pop it onto the door. Probably not exactly where he would have wanted it. You can still try and get some information. Would just barely be able to see the barrel, I think, of the gun if you would just look to the left. But that was a pretty hard spot to notice. And there we go. Domo moving forward, and Saints going to trade one for one. Domo's still out there, does get taken down by Lockie. So before any interrogation could go down, St. Clair members are getting taken out, and Buffalo are going to tell Saints to take that cocky play and just shove it, as it's now a 2v4. Big Papa and Rapid going to clean things up for the Saints if they're going to win this round. Looks like they're starting to show up near Big Papa. He's going to find Hitbox, but he's going to be surrounded if he's not careful. Literally sitting at 1 HP here. Literally a speck of dust hits him in the face and he goes down at this point. Rapid Nitro Cell ready and waiting. Nobody really nearby at the moment, however. 3v2. 10 seconds on the clock. Rapid at the front door. Big Papa making this threatening. However, Herman's gotten the opportunity to get himself onto the defusing position. Does plant it. Rapid does end up finding the Nitro Cell needed to stop that plant. So beautifully done from Rapid, able to take that outnumbered situation and the overall cocky nature of that play from St. Clair and still turn that one into a win. Definitely unfortunate there for the University of Buffalo. With the player advantage that they had, I would have been, or I wouldn't have been surprised, rather, if they decided to get aggressive maybe a little bit earlier. But they still opted to go on the last couple seconds, and it really cost them there because one pick just timed them out. Absolutely zero room for error with a play like that, so getting punished that time.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
And Clair looking to try and keep this flawless defense going now that we're back here in the basement. And Buffalo had a couple moments of, like, you can tell they were making the proper adjustments necessary. I know I keep bringing up Facade, like dealing with Domo's aggression. The runouts from St. Clair have been either negative or traded evenly. And with Domo now on the dock, that is another operator that you would normally expect to fire off a run out. So I'm curious as to what happens here. Whatever they were thinking down there is going to be spotted out. There was a drone on site, but JM Beast is back to the clash. A big wall in front of the front door once again here. Definitely looks like it's a site-specific thing. And then with Domo right behind him, completely shielded by Clash. Okay, good little stun grenade, though. Going to mess things up a little bit here for St. Clair. Domo's going to be forced to go backwards. MB's still out there, but of course, Domo can just top himself back off. The perk of running the dock in this situation.
Defender is exposed.
As soon as they stun him up, they start blasting onto JM Beast. He's nearly going to be going down. Less than 10 health remaining. Tell you what, Buffalo's dealing with this a little bit better than last time. Domo at least right there as well to top off JM Beast, even though he took a decent chunk of health. Doc's going to be able to heal him up.
Defender exposed. Bomb located by attackers.
And with, once again, all this going down, some of the other members on the side of Buffalo are going to be forced to try and move elsewhere. What do they try to do in this situation here? Facade looking for someone around the corner. There is somebody nearby on the side of Saints, but not that close.
My device is planted.
Defender has been discovered.
Okay, so Samoan Hitbox going to be charging onto site, but with the backup from Zemezi, Big Papa is going to go down. They finally seem to have breached the site. Kira getting lit up a bit, and that's going to be him getting knocked down. Domo getting peppered as well. Tried to save him, did not quite happen though. Domo trading with Facade, takes out Jason Momoa's Hitbox as well. 3 on 3 with 30 seconds left. Sees the head, gets himself a triple. Domo on fire here. Rapid going to trade 1-for-1. Actually manages to take out JM Beast in the process. And that's always the scary thing when running the clash. Yes, you're behind it. Yes, you're safe. But if you start opening fire, that could go wrong. And Lockie wins the gunfight versus Domo. And that's going to put University of Buffalo on the board. Good reaction there from Lockie. Be able to win that fight. Domo was definitely on fire. He had a good couple engagements, but could not find the fourth one. So finally, at the laundry room, Buffalo are going to try to reverse this momentum as we're almost at halftime here in Game 1. The flawless defense from St. Clair has been scrapped. Going to try that laundry room site once again, but will we see the clash come out this time? We see Domo back on the dock once again. Big Papa on the Oryx. This is going to be a first that I've seen, at least. Of course, one of the somewhat newer operators here into Rainbow Six Siege, or his ability is basically just to become the Kool-Aid Man and bust through doors or possibly just straight up tackle opponents. I'll be very, very curious to see how St. Clair opts to use this this operator up against Buffalo.
Camera feed up and running.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Changing mag!
5 seconds left. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Off we go, round number 6. Let's see. We got some odd, or it's not all kind of odd. Oryx is definitely an odd pick there for Big Papa. Definitely something I'll be keeping an eye on.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Domo looking for some spawn peeks, poking a wall or poking a hole through the barricade. Does spot the one and absolutely lights him up. Again, poor Facade being the victim of the spawn peek. Papa getting a little bit of damage done, but not too badly. Gunfights here in the lower area, as that's Kerman and Lockie. Alongside, I believe that was Mezzi with them as well. Nice shot from Lockie. Looks for the second one, going to get lit up, however. Not going to be able to find it. Domo once again. Absolutely popping off in regards to kills so far in this matchup. JMB's taking some heat here. Does have a nitro cell available if he wants to try and whip it. He's going to try and just engage outside anyway, but he does have the backup from Domo. Of course, not only is he an absolutely slaying machine here in this game, he is the doc, so he can top people off on health. I think it's a total of 3 times in a round. Herman hitbox and Zemezi to try and close this one up for Buffalo. See if they can get this to at least a 4-2 game at the half. Going to be a difficult one nonetheless here. Kira on the stairwell. He doesn't realize there's somebody right there on the stairwell alongside them. Did they see that come out? They're going to see the flashbang. They're going to turn aside just in time. Both of them are actually flashbanged, but I'm not sure if the member of Buffalo realized that. I think that was Zemezi. Had a perfect flashbang, but opted not again, or not to go for it. Shots fired. It's going to beat Domo. Can he find himself a second? He does knock down JMB, so far, getting 2 kills on this engagement alone. Big Papa coming through the wall and absolutely making that Oryx work for him. That's exactly how you're supposed to use that operator, and that's what I like to see. It was almost like a trap. And Kira with the double kill to close things out as well. That was cute. I liked that. So focused on the battle at the bottom of that stairwell, they don't expect that someone's going to literally blitz through the door behind you and just blast you right after that. So, solid job here. That Echo has to be 6 picked off of, because of course Echo is still glitched, is going to have to be taken away. And this is going to be a problem, it looks like, unless it is not in the FaceIT rule set. We'll have to see momentarily. That could be a dispute. They do realize their mistake, so they're going to take care of him right away. So that's a rough way to start off your attack for Buffalo. They do catch it before anything like too crazy does happen. And okay, I like the way that they're going to deal with this, because of course the problem with Echo in this current state is that there's something wrong with his drones, or I think they're either invincible or something. Something is definitely bugged. So they're going to kill off the drones, and it'll just be Echo as a body, as a standard player with no ability, which is probably the nicest way this could have been handled without straight up forcing Buffalo to TK their own player. Of course, TK, like, team kill them. Interesting attack here for St. Clair. The double shield with 2 operators that are able to absolutely blitz onto a point. And then Kira on the sledge. Nukamaru, Blitz, and Monty all here to play. And here comes Domo and Big Papa. The 2 shields moving forward. Going to be a very scary spot. Domo going to just straight up win the pistol fights. Gets 2 by himself. Rapid also there, just firing into the site alongside Domo. Big Papa taking a decent chunk of damage. Going to find 2 kills for himself. And what a blitz attack. Beautifully done there from St. Clair. That's the first I saw them try that kind of style. Now, of course, we see Monty a handful of times here in competitive play, but we usually do not see Blitz. His shield is nowhere near as large as Monty's, but his whole ability is that if he gets close to somebody, his shield basically has a built-in flashbang. So with everybody so close, trying to stay behind the clash of, I think it was Zemezis, that was absolutely prime timing there for a Blitz flashbang, and that caused all sorts of chaos. And now that puts St. Clair to match point very quickly here at the start of this half. We're going to have to see if this composition coming out of Buffalo is going to be enough. Definitely got a long road ahead of them here. I like seeing the different strategies come out, though. These are probably strategies that they've thought of and have been kind of theory crafting with, but maybe haven't had the opportunity to completely execute. And considering the scoreboard, you do have some time. If you really wanted to give it a shot, try it for a round or 2. See if it'll work.
10 seconds remaining.
You never know, it might be such a weird strategy that you might be able to steal a round off.
5 seconds
And
left.
they're able to do it last time. We'll get to see if they get to try it here. The Iana coming out here from Kira. Jam Beast on the Blitz again. Domo on the Monty again. This time we have Big Papa on the Lion. And Rapid's going to be playing Amaru. So, of course, what adds on like a different variation of the composition with the Blitz coming in, now that this drone has been called from Big Papa, if anybody moves on the side of Buffalo, it is going to expose their location. Like a big old game of red light, green light. Rapid finds one, going to be traded out. He may have gotten shot in the back by a partner. No, it was actually Locky. JMB's going to find one with a pistol as well. Stuck in the smoke. That's one way to try and deal with shields. The E1D coming back out once again. Of course, that is Lion's drone. Tries to get an angle. However, Locky going to shut down Kira. So Iana off the table. And that's a rough spot to be in. I don't know if Jambeast flashbangs his own teammate, but Domo's going to find himself a double. Monty versus Clash. This I never expected to see. And the knife, as there's a member from St. Clair on both sides. A very interesting style of attack here on Oregon for St. Clair. The double shield really putting in some work. Domo Cookie Bear with 18 kills at the end of that game. Absolutely brutal pop-off coming out from him, but the entire Saints gaming squad doing a fantastic job in that game. Making this a very quick one. Nearly a flawless round, but not quite. Now, of course, Game 2 going to be underway in just a few moments, as we're going to be going to Cafe, and it's going to be Saints on the attack this time. Will some of those odd strategies come out again for Cafe? We'll have to see. Stick around and we'll find out momentarily. Welcome back. Game 1 was a quite dominant one for St. Clair there on Oregon. It was nice to see them bounce back compared to yesterday's matchup versus the University of Akron, where they did not exactly hold their own very well. Or they held themselves okay, but Akron definitely got the best of them on that map. However, now, Game 2. We're on Cafe, up against University of Buffalo. We have the bands happening off to the right-hand side here, of course. And this was a map we saw St. Clair do quite decently on, quite well on, in fact. Yesterday, it was a 7-3 victory against Akron on this one. And of course, I keep referring Akron because, one, that's the match that happened yesterday in the Collegiate R6, but it was also the past champs of that league. So they're definitely quite the high caliber opponent as we move forward here. Not saying that Buffalo isn't, but St. Clair's definitely warmed up, to say the least. Bands on the table this time. Thatcher gone. Capitao out of here. Nobody likes Mira, so of course that one's gone. And then the Valkyrie getting taken out as well. So, curious who got let through. Paluzzi got let through this round. And of course, this time it's going to be St. Clair starting on attack. And we're going to be starting all the way up on the 3rd floor. And of course, as we get ready to start game number 2, big thank you to the sponsors that, of course, make this all possible. St. Clair College, St. Clair College Alumni Association, Student Representative Council, Zuckelman School of Business and IT, EC Outlet, and of course, Tim Hortons.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Adding the protection grenade.
The trend here from St. Clair of doing some experimental team compositions seems to continue. I never thought I would see the day that we have Rapid playing Fuse, but this is in fact a reality we do deal with. Domo on Ying, unusual, but I could have possibly seen in a different timeline, but sure enough, still seeing it.
Heading out to defuse a bomb.
And of course, Fuse, he's a little bit of an odd one in regards to his gadget. He sticks a little gizmo onto a soft wall, and then he's able to launch grenades out of it, basically, or explosives of some sort. Able to clean out this thing here. He's able to injure operators on the other side, as well as clear out any gadgets that might be around that area. So it makes for an odd, a different style of attack here from St. Clair.
Target deployed. Getting projectiles.
My apologies to everybody at home. If you do hear a cat singing the song of her people in the background, the glories of home studio. My cat wants to be a co-commentator as well, apparently. Oh, and here comes the Candelas from Domo as the diffuser goes down super quick. Easy pickup here for Domo. JMB's going to find one as well. Find himself a second. He's going to be getting lit up. And there's only one member left on the side of Buffalo. What a blitz attack here from St. Clair. Quick, destructive attacks. Going to be successful in starting this one off. That was interesting. Cleared the sites with fuses, destroying any gadgets or anything hanging around. You charge in with the Ying Candelas, and everybody else just opens fire. Of course, you can look away from the Candelas, but if you don't see it coming in, then you're absolutely out of luck. And this may very well be Rapid's tour through the operator select screen, as this is now a Cali coming out. Rapid going to be testing my knowledge, apparently, as to which operators do what. So if I only studied the metal ones, that I would be completely out of luck. But luckily, I am not that far off in terms of operator research. Cali we don't see very often, but is one of the only other snipers in this game, especially for attack. She's able to shoot a gadget through either a soft or a hard wall. It'll fall down and explode, destroying any gadgets nearby.
Attackers have discovered the location of the bomb. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left before insertion.
In well, a rather standard defense coming here from Buffalo, the Maestro going to be being played by Herman. Assad on the mute, Hitbox on the Wamai. Locky picking up Jaeger duty, and then Zemesi picking up the Goyo. I mean, if St. Clair do end up blitzing in there like that again, and they happen to accidentally blow up one of those shields, they could be charging in to a room full of fire. So that may be one way to counteract the aggression coming out from St. Clair. Ace charges going to blow a hole through some of these reinforced walls. You might be going for a ride in a moment here. Actually, Domo going to find Locky. Does get traded out, however. Rotation from Hitbox is going to be right on target. In the meantime, damn beast charging through. Barely spotting the other one. Big Papa's actually going to secure. And he charges in as well, finds himself another double kill for Big Papa. However, that is a massive play there from Kerman. Going to open fire on so many members of St. Clair. But JM Beast going to find the finishing blow to stop this defense and get that attack successful, going up 2-0. Buffalo going to try something different, going down to the first floor this time, the kitchen service site. And then Domo going to switch to the Nook if this goes through. Another silent assassin-y style operator, being able to avoid cameras and such, while also silencing her footsteps, or making them quieter at least. And while Buffalo going to be trying the castle play, the extreme stall with these additional reinforced panels.
Seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Round 3. Can Buffalo stop the bleeding here in this round, as everybody from St. Clair are going to zip up there with Kira and Big Papa, Domo, all now on the fireplace room. Rapid leading the charge with the Monty. Okay, they do see the reinforced hatch are probably going to try and blow through this. Do they have anybody who can deal with it? They do have the additional newly added hard breach panel. And they're just going to take the damage and just drop. Yep, they're going to take damage and charge on in. Cute little play here. However, Locky could have himself a field day if St. Clair isn't careful. Domo finding two. Big Papa finding another. possibly pick up Jambeast. Not going to happen. Shots fired. There goes Domo. 2-on-2. And it's actually, never mind, it's more like a 1v2 here as Jambeast is down but not out. Big Papa going to try and bring Jambeast back into this game. Going to bring him to about quarter HP. 2 members left. Hitbox finds Beast, finishes him off. Can Big Papa clean this up, or is this play going to get shut down in its tracks? Diffuser going down. Does anybody on the side of Buffalo realize it's happening? Shots fired, and sure enough, Kerman going to put a shutdown to that one. A cute play. I like the idea, but Lockie was right there to call it out as soon as it happened. So good positioning there for Lockie, for the University of Buffalo. Making sure that the blitz strat, or the... I don't know if I would call that a cheese, but it's definitely a one-off play to try and catch you off guard. You don't fall for that twice. Okay, so yeah, it's totally a cheese. See the setup here for St. Clair once again, switching it up. Another like rush style attack incoming, more than likely. Pop the Lion drone at the same time you throw Candelas, and it could be a bad time here for Buffalo. That being said, if they can hold off the initial attack, they'll be better as this round goes on if they don't lose too many members. Definitely put a lot of weight onto Zemezi's Goyo in this situation, like I was saying before. If they do in fact rush in and just go guns blazing, happen to destroy that, or Buffalo sets it off himself, St. Clair would be charging into a world full of fire. And there's no counter to that. Nothing but time. Going through the front door as we take a ride here with Domo riding all the way up to the top. Going extremely quick here, blowing through these hatches. That's where I've seen more Amaru in this game that I've seen the entirety of Rainbow Six Siege so far. Here on the Twitch, nicely done finding the ADSs here from Lockie's Jaeger and taking out all these gadgets. Has finally run out of charges as it goes down. And actually, Hitbox going to find it. So if St. Clair do opt for this rush attack, it's going to be with 3 people. With Big Papa and Domo both getting picked out of nowhere.
Let's see them hide now.
Okay, Lion goes in. Kira's on site. That was just more of a warning shot, it looks like. Which drone going through. Jambeast looking to fire off the Candela. Does not hit the mark he was looking for, however. Here comes the Lion Call, but at the same time, he did totally blind Kira. Doesn't matter, though. He's going to get that diffuser down, possibly going to be successful at planting. Is, in fact, successful in doing so. Rapid, looking to go for all the gunfights. However, it's been knocked down to a 2 versus 2. Make it a 1v2. Incredible play here from St. Clair. The last 3 players on a fantastic job of winning these gunfights. Jambeast, Kira, and Rapid, everybody just tore them apart. How this attack still worked is beyond me. I mean, if you're finding these Candela shots, if your flashbang hits more than one person, that's definitely one way to try and turn this game around. And I suppose another thing, too, is if the Lion Call does go off and you move while it goes off, of course, it shows your location. I think that still shows... I think it shows pings even through blindness. I could be wrong, however. If that is in fact the case, that is one way to deal with getting blinded.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Second floor is where Buffalo is going to opt for this time by. First time we're going to see them defend here.
Worrying about grenades now.
Facade doing some redecorating, bringing some extra reinforced panels, going to lock this up, and then, okay, it's going to be a little sneak attack spot for him there, as well as a transfer hole.
Magnets ready.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to insertion. Attackers objective.
And
is to
St. Clair's
locate a
going to
bomb.
change their attack once again here this time. Rapid going to be on the Ayana. Kira onto the Hibana for some small hard breach. And then Domo, for the first time this game, we're going to see him playing the Blackbeard. Of course, his whole thing is having a gigantic shield, as we see on his rifle. And it makes trying to do some of these 1v1 fights a little bit better, especially if they're trying to shoot for headshots. That shield's going to be right there to stop you in your tracks. It's especially effective if you're hanging from windows. You're opening one of the windows. We do see Domo right there as well, looking to maybe get something started.
That's ready to knock.
Damn Beast going full Spider-Man, full upside down mode, trying to see if you can find anybody. Not going to be the case right now anyway.
Activating jammer.
One smoke charge from Kerman already in use. After seeing all the destroyed windows, just lobbing one out there.
Getting a better view.
ADS going to, or no, it's not the ADS, or it might be an ADS. Either that or Wamai's disc going to gobble up the grenades.
Go dark.
It's Candela time, and that's going to be JM Beast's turn to move in. Do they time this properly? They do ping out one. They find it instantly. That's going to be a Nitro Cell kill from below. Facade going to take care of that one, but Domo finding another one onto Kerman. No more smoke as this round goes forward. Did blow through two of his charges already anyway, but definitely like to have one of those for the last couple seconds. As if there needs to be any more madness. Big Papa on the Nomad. If somebody gets a little too aggressive on defense and looks for a flank or some sort of off rotation, that Nomad charge is going to be right there. Gonna be Domo finding another one. Facade taken out.
Terrorize offline.
Papa leading the charge onto the second floor. Rapid's actually already there, diffuser in hand.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
And they were successful in bringing this thing down. So now, just a matter of dealing with it. How in the world did he know? Big Papa, and... okay, I guess it was spotted out. There was a different kill that I was looking at that I was kind of startled by. But good timing there for St. Clair. Cleaning it up after the diffuser was planted. And Saints might be running away with this one at this point. Similar styled attack, just a couple different operators here on the side of St. Clair. If anyone's going to 6-pick over to anything. Doesn't seem to be the case, so we'll have to see how Buffalo tries this first floor. We've seen the castle come out during the last time. And this was the last site that they were successful on. This is where they got their only point in this game so far. So maybe can make this work here.
Stop worrying about grenades. All inside. ABS deployed and ready to go. On try. Razor wire is deployed.
Door secured.
We are all set. Banshee deployed.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Round 6, halftime about to go down here, and this is going to be rough if we have St. Clair going up 5-1 before they get their chance on defense.
Drone activated.
It'll be a rough time here for Buffalo if that is ending up the case.
Activating drone.
Domo behind his shield, going to be hanging from above the door frame. So if they try to shoot at him, it's going to be nothing but shield.
Throwing flash grenade!
A couple of the grenades getting absorbed here, whether it's Wamai's disc when you see them stop like that or what, but it's going to be go time. Jambi's leading the charge here with St. Clair. Spots one, but it's not going to secure the kill. The player is down. Hitbox is finally getting taken out. It's going to be by Domo. However, Jambeats and Rapid both taken out early on in this engagement. 3-on-4 with 2 minutes left on the clock. See Kira moving in, has diffuser in hand, finding a couple of these mute jammers so they can at least drone out now this area if they do opt to. However, right around the corner with the shotgun is going to be Facade, but not going to get the jump. It's going to be Kira finding that one. Big Papa and Domo in the meantime are also going on a tear. It is all up to Zemezi as the diffuser goes down. Kira going to stick the plant, and Domo spots him. Taken down. It's going to be 5-1 to St. Clair at the half. Now we know St. Clair had some creative attacks, but what do they have on defense? Do they have anything cheeky this time? With a couple of these operator picks, they're definitely thinking of something unusual, to say the least. And of all things to get 6 picked over, it's going to be the most, or one of the most standard operators on this lineup. We do see a decent amount of Pulse, we do see a decent amount of Vigil, but we rarely nowadays see Ella or Alibi. Now this could actually be a solid read here. Domo may not realize it, but by picking the Warden, 1, you've made me extremely happy. Let's go Warden. But 2, Buffalo are going to try and bring the Ying as well and mimic the Candela style, I would imagine, using the flashbangs. And of course, Warden's gadget is pretty garbo compared to majority of the operators in this game. However, in this situation, it's perfect. As what he has is his glasses when he turns them on. The one he has to manually turn them on. But it denies him being stunned or flashed by flashbangs. If he stands still, he can see through smoke. But his vision basically just can't be impaired. So Zemezi charges in with Candelas and the rest of the Buffalo squad follow. If Domo's ready with the glasses, he can absolutely see through it all and just open fire on the Buffalo squad. So we'll have to see how that turns out. We do have a runner, possibly. Who on earth is running? That's going to be who else but Domo, making the Warden work for him in an odd little way. He's going back out again. Can he spot one? He is going to spot one. He's going to get 2. Oh my goodness, Domo. And he's not done. Nobody else really to try and attack here. And he took out Zemezi. He took out Assad. So the Sledge and the Ying are off the table. Their Candelas, their go button is gone. And another one. JMB's taking out Hitbox and able to jump back into the window just in time, using the Pulse Heart Sensor as a way to detect where these players are. He's going to jump out. He's got to be careful. Somebody was spotting for him. And sure enough, is going to get taken down. There is a member of St. Clair trying to back him up, however, is Kerman trying to deal with this. He's going to go down. He had a diffuser, and we do see Domo jumping down as well. We have everybody just evacuating the building. That being said, the only one left here on the side of Buffalo is inside the building, but did not see Kira to his right. A brutal defense here from St. Clair to put them within match point. That defense was disgusting, but I loved every minute of it. There we go. Now, if this attack here from Buffalo doesn't scream rush, I don't know what does. As soon as you throw a Finca in there, which of course her whole deal is being able to juice everybody up, so to speak, and give additional speed, additional, like, or no, it takes away the recoil, or some of the recoil, from guns, makes you move faster, gives you a boost of health. It's perfect for just charging into a site. And with the Dokkaebi, or no, it was about to be a Dokkaebi. Oh no, it is a Dokkaebi. Dokkaebi coming out here from Kerman, gonna be able to ping all of St. Clair's operators' cell phones at a moment's notice, and you'll hear the buzzing until the St. Clair players stop and actually turn off their phone. So we're getting a bit of a showcase of like all the operators here in Rainbow Six Siege almost.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't think I've ever seen such diversity into a competitive
5
match.
seconds to go.
I kind of have a feeling why that is the case. St. Clair just feeling extremely confident, to say the least. And Rapid, how did he find Dokkaebi right away? Finds Kerman with a shotgun. What positioning was he in to be able to make that work? I wish I would have seen it. Sorry, everybody in chat, but that was quite the way to get things started. Here comes the Lion Call as the rest of Buffalo are moving in through the first floor bar. It could possibly be spotted out. It's going to be Domo finding one. Facade getting caught out by the run out. Kira getting taken out, however. The charge through is continuing, but you do have to deal with JM Beast on the clash. The flanks are happening. That's a nice little kill there from Lockie. 3-on-3. Messi, watch out for that Nitro Cell. Domo going to find that one, but he's going to be traded out. And how in the world is this attacks going on? These guys really tested my ability to focus on these attacks and these engagements here today. I absolutely loved the aggression that we saw. However, rather one-sidedly, we are going to see one Domo absolutely pop off. But alongside with him, the entire St. Clair team hopping right off. Well, I never would have guessed that this is the way that this matchup would have turned out, but it was definitely an exciting one nonetheless. It may have been 7-1s, but being able to see such diverse strategies, maybe some of the plans and the operations that they may have been theory crafting but weren't maybe so comfortable in bringing out. It was cool getting to see some of those. And then with the University of Buffalo, obviously good games to them. Hopefully we see you again sometime soon. We're definitely doing like a solid job at adjusting, but it was definitely hard to keep up when St. Clair was constantly throwing new ideas at you. And it can only go up from here, Buffalo. Keep on going. Meanwhile, here on the St. Clair side of things, that is our only matchup here for today that's going to be live. Do stick around, however, as we're going to be playing some replays from matches from the past week and some throwback matches from past seasons here on the channel. If you want to also take a look at this matchup in a little bit in our past broadcasts on the Twitch channel, you can find that, as well as our gigantic YouTube VOD archive. You'll be able to find the match there. One more time, I do, of course, want to thank the sponsors that make Saints Gaming possible, that being St. Clair College itself, the St. Clair College Alumni Association, Student Representative Council, Buckleman School of Business and IT, EC Outlet, and Tim Hortons. Now, in regards to live matches, however, let's take a look at what we got coming up in the next 5 days or so, starting on Thanksgiving Day, starting on Monday. We have Nace Overwatch. It's going to be up against the CMU Overwatch Maroon Squad in Nace action. So we'll get to see that. Tuesday, we're going to throw it over to the Counter-Strike squad as they get to play up against the Northeastern University Huskies. Wednesday, UCEA action continues. Gotta see if our Overwatch squad can snap some of these these ruts that they seem to find themselves in. They're having fantastic games, but they haven't hit the W here in a little bit. We'll get to see if they can turn that around. Meanwhile, on Thursday, UCA Rocket League up against Oakland University. Team's been popping off. We'll get to see if they can keep on going. And then for everyone looking for Rainbow Six Siege action, our next live match is going to be next Friday, and that is going to be in the CR6. Opponent still to be determined. But we're currently sitting 3-1 in that league, only taking our first loss to the University of Akron yesterday. So be sure to follow the channel here on Saints Gaming CA here on Twitch. See these matches live. And then, of course, lastly, before we close out, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Whether you're on the Saints side, whether you're on the Buffalo side, thank you for tuning in. It's always a pleasure getting the chance to cast these matches live for you. And it's awesome seeing our community here at St. Clair and the esports, the collegiate esports community in general, all showing up to support their teams and their friends and everybody who are playing and competing in these matches. That's what I like to see, and thank you so much. But with that, I'm going to close out for the rest of the weekend here. Replays coming up very shortly, and I'll see you live on Monday.